Welcome to Glitches and Secrets. I am your friendly neighborhood hobo, Narafir. Today I'm going to be showing off in Morrowind how you can make yourself absolute max stat at level 1 and keep it for the rest of the game. Now, this is right where you start off. This is as you become a new character. The first place you're going to want to go is over here. Now, you need to get a little bit of gold. Generally, you can steal from the houses around here. I found the best way to do it is to go into that lighthouse over there, kill the only person in there because you won't get in trouble for it, and then steal all their stuff, come over here and sell it. Now, the person I'm going in to see right now is the first person you need to buy something from, this guy. You need to buy a spell from him called Jack of All Trades. Once you bought that, you can leave Seyda-Neen. We probably won't be coming back here unless you feel like coming back here and wrecking stuff later. So, what you want to do is go outside of town and go up over to your right, and there's going to be this person up here. Now they've got what's called a Stilt Strider, and that's one of your fast travel mechanisms in this game. So you're going to go and talk to them, and they're going to tell you, okay, you want to travel, it's this much, and you want to go to what place. You're going to want to go to Balmora. Now, in Balmora, you're going to the Mages Guild. It's very important that you join the Mages Guild because it's one of the fastest ways to get the money you're going to need to make this work. Now, basically the premise of this glitch is that there's a spell you can create that makes it to where the stat boost that you're doing is a permanent thing. It comes out to around 12 to 1600 gold, not that hard to get, and it's going to be a couple different spells you're creating in order to get yourself to a point where you can easily cast the spell that'll raise all your stats by 100 each time you cast it. So you go into the Mages Guild, and the first person you're going to talk to is right by this door. What you're going to do is you're going to talk to her and tell her you want to join the Mages Guild, and she'll tell you to take the oath. You do. You go through that conversation, come over here to the supply chest, take everything out of it. You go downstairs. Now, you're going to want to talk to different people. There's a lot of people around the Mages Guild who will barter. They'll sell different things, and they'll only buy certain things. So then you're going to talk to her, and you're going to travel again. Now, you're going to Cedrith Mora, Wolverine Hall. You need to get the other component for your spell here. Now, once you get here, you're going to talk to her. You're going to go to her spells, and down here she'll have Soul Trap as a spell you can buy. Now, obviously she's not going to have it now because I've already bought it, but that's who you're going to want to talk to. And once you have both of those spells, you're going to come back and you're going to create your spells. Now, the first spell you're going to create is just as particular as the second, but it's a little bit cheaper because you don't have to start out with a spell that'll fortify everything max. The first spell you're going to want to make is Intelligence 10 to 10 on self, as well as Willpower, and then Personality. Personality is important because it affects the prices of everything in the game, including the price of your spells and the spells you're creating. Now, after that, you're going to go Soul Trap on target, and you're going to do that with a duration of 1 area of 0. You add all that, and you'll come out with this. Now, this spell, you walk up against a wall, you cast it. It'll raise your intelligence, willpower, and personality by 10. Now, you want to do that for a while. It's going to take you a while to be able to do it. It takes roughly about 20 minutes to get to the point where you can cast it consistently. My suggestion is to cast this spell until your mana bar runs all the way down the first time with successful spells. Now, it's going to take a few runs through before you can do that because initially you're not going to be proficient at casting this spell. Over time, you will gain proficiency with casting the spell and it will make it easier. Then you'll be able to cast your next spell. Now, your next spell is fortifying all attributes for 100 to 100 for 1 second on yourself, and that same Soul Trap. Now, you do not want to add speed and agility into that, otherwise you will end up running straight through a wall. You will go into the gray space and it will be very difficult to get back, and you will have to try and navigate that way, which is really not as much fun as it sounds. I'd suggest trying it at least once to check it out, but it's not something you're going to want to keep, because what happens is you make yourself so fast, collision detection turns off and you no-clip through everything. And this game isn't very good at registering that. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is, you can see my stats have already been raised a little bit. I'm going to go for about 10,000 at everything. It's going to be a little more on intelligence, willpower, because I've already taken the time to get that spell up. So I will see you guys in just a little bit once we've got that taken care of. And welcome back. I've gone ahead and ground my stats up a little bit. As you can see, they're pretty ridiculous at this point. The nice thing is it really increases your carrying capacity because your fatigue is so ridiculously high, so I can carry 50,300 pounds now. What this does is it basically turns you into a god. It makes you very, very difficult to hit, to the point where most characters aren't able to hit you at all. And it also makes it to where you pretty much kill everything in 1 or 2 hits, depending on your weapon and proficiency with that weapon. Your skills with weapons and different armors, running, jumping, all of that isn't increased directly by those modifiers, but they are increased indirectly. So that's one of the reasons that you're so incredibly powerful with pretty much any weapon. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go over to Vivec. Vivec is one of the biggest cities in the game, and it has the vaults for all the different factions. All the different factions have, their own names. It's the different houses. You can actually join one as a quest in this, I'm pretty sure. But I'm going to go ahead and raid a vault. It may take me a little doing. I usually get a little bit lost in these places. They are really big. And each vault for each house is in a different part of, these towers. I believe the Telani vaults are at the top, and the Redoran are at the bottom, and the Hilayu are in the middle, if I remember correctly. Anyway, your method of fast traveling in Vivec is to talk to these guys, because they have boats. See, nice little wooden boat. You go over, you talk to him, and you basically want to go for either Redoran, Telvanni, or Hilayu house. I'm going to go ahead and go to Hilayu because, like I said, I think it's in the middle. It's one of the easier ones to find if I'm remembering correctly. One of the other nice things about this is your personality is so high, you can pretty much talk anybody into anything. You can buy a candlestick off of any merchant for 0 gold, and then sell it to them for every piece of gold they have, and then buy back their entire inventory for 0 gold. So that's pretty entertaining. You can buy anything you want to in the game. Not that you really need to, especially if you're going to do what I'm going to go do. What I'm doing, raiding the vaults, is pretty much getting all the most powerful and broken items in the game. First I think I'm going to show off. I think I'm going to... okay, apparently I committed a magical crime somewhere. But I'm going to show off what you can do with your ability to talk. You can actually taunt anybody into fighting you. This guard seems like he's being a little stubborn, so I'm going to go ahead and taunt him a little more. There we go. Alright, so this is what I meant by you're pretty much impossible to kill. It's very, very difficult to kill you. The problem is I don't have a weapon, so this could take a little bit, but the fun thing about it is I can just beat up on this guy in full armor with his shield and his mace and really not have any ill effect for it. And it looks like there's another guard right there. Okay, don't do what I just did. I think I just accidentally hit the wrong guard. So I'm pretty sure that's what happened right there. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and go look for the vaults. Let's see. Okay, it's not down there, if I remember right. I think it's somewhere up here on this level. It's going to be pretty evident. Usually what you want to look for is a door that leads to records, treasury, or prison. I like that. The NPC is really confused because he still wants to fight me, but he's also a guard, so he really has no reason to. So, yeah, he's just kind of chasing me around, not entirely sure what he's going to do with that. But yeah, usually records, prison cells, or treasury is how you're going to find the vaults. And, oh, there we go, treasury. So you go into whatever one of those you find, and then you have to go and find the vault. Sometimes it can be a little irritating. As I said, every layout is completely different for each of the houses, and I usually get the houses mixed up, so I don't usually know, okay, records, exactly where I need to go. Now that I think about it, oh, there we go, there are the vaults. I probably should have brought a weapon with me, but I hopefully shouldn't have to worry about it, because one of the other things that having stats like this lets you do is you can sneak in front of people and steal stuff from them, and they don't even notice. Apparently, making your stats this crazy high makes it to where you crouch and suddenly turn invisible to everyone all the time, including the guards, who are supposed to be able to see you sneaking even at ridiculously high levels of being able to sneak. Okay, so I got one key. Now I have to see if I can find somebody with the other key on them. Let's see. Do you have the key? No. You have the key? No. Okay, how about this guard? This guard probably has the key. No, he doesn't. Okay, so I'm going to try and get this guy to fight me and see if he has the key by killing him, because you can't always steal... Oh. Okay, so apparently I didn't raise my willpower and intelligence high enough, so he can actually deal damage to me. On the positive side, normally that spell would kill me in one hit, and I wouldn't be able to resist it at all. It's a relatively high-level spell. With any luck, I'll be able to get his fatigue down to 0 before he's able to kill me. If I can do that, then I shouldn't have any issue beating him to death. Another fun thing about this is if you taunt somebody into fighting you, the guards will just stand there and watch, because they chose to fight you, you didn't choose to fight them. Oh, he's wrecking me pretty bad. Yeah, like I said, normally it's really hard to hit you. If I had a weapon, I'd probably be doing fine right now. I also think I messed up my class in the beginning, judging by my first battle encounter and how long that took. So, let's see. Am I going to do it? It looks like his fatigue's getting low, because he's starting to kind of rock back and forth. He's not casting as often, so I may just get it in there. Nice thing is Oh. Okay. So I've gained 16 levels in hand-to-hand. That's fun. Alright, and it looks like we're just about out of time anyway, so yeah, this has been Glitches and Secrets. I am Nerafear, and it looks like I will be seeing you next time.